She was topless and he was hugging her and smelling her. He never hugged me that way. He never hugged me that way. Never.
I was gonna get married, and in our first year together, she wouldn't be living with me. I haven't seen my wife in 2 months.
It feels like she's getting used to a life without me. And I know that I up, but she's the love of my life, and I'm really not ready to lose her.
So, here's the scoop. Jasmine spills the beans about her baby-making challenges to Gino, revealing she's smack in the middle of ovulation, but hasn't spilled the tea on her past fertility struggles. She's biting her nails over this because Gino is absolutely gaga about having a mini-me, which she charmingly dubs baby fever. You won't believe what's coming up next.
He gave me his sperm, as I call it, the fish, which is good because I'm ovulating. But Gino really thinks that I can get pregnant immediately. And it scares me because I haven't told him about the fertility issues that I faced in the past.
Hold on to your coffee. Jasmine, in a quirky twist, uses a fish analogy to break down their baby-making strategy, explaining to Gino that a woman can't just get pregnant any old day of the month. She's plotting their love schedule with military precision, highlighting the pressure and planning it takes to maybe hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet. The next bit? Oh, it's juicy.
A woman doesn't...
Wow, you've been busy.
I know. Let me explain. So a woman cannot get pregnant like 30 days or 31 days of a month. So it was yesterday. This is the first ovulation day. We accomplished the goal. One fish is one time us, you giving me fish. We making love. So today, you know, that is the next day of my ovulation, 2 fish.
Why 2 fish?
Because we have to make love twice.
Twice?
Guess what drops next? In a real heart-to-heart, Jasmine uncorks her fertility woes, including the hormonal hoops she had to jump through to have her son. She's got cold feet about how this bombshell might rock the boat with Gino, given his baby fever. Strap in, because the emotional roller coaster is about to go off the rails.
I'm not the most fertile person in the world. It was very hard for me to conceive my son, JC. It was very hard. It wasn't just like, oh, it happened. It wasn't like that. I even had to go through hormonal treatment to get pregnant.
You never told me that before.
You'll need tissues for this one. In an open book moment, Jasmine confides in Gino about the daily injection she needs to keep a pregnancy sticking, and her ticking biological clock is making her twitchy. Gino plays the cool cat, urging a chill pill approach to baby making. But wait, there's more heart-to-heart on the horizon.
But now that we're trying to make a baby, I need to be 100% honest. To sustain my pregnancy, I have to receive daily an injection. It was very traumatic for me.
Baby, don't be in such a panic. You're young. You are only in your 30s.
The fact that I'm now the age I am, it's gonna make everything more difficult.
Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay.
This is where it gets sticky. Jasmine vents about missing her family and lays down the law about Gino's promises to bring her kids to the States. She's all heart, underlining how much she's banking on him to step up to the plate. Buckle up. The stakes are about to get even higher.
Before coming to America, Gino promised bringing my children here, so he better keep that promise. And Gino will need to understand that if he doesn't, there is no freaking way on earth I'm staying here without my kids. The only way is that I die and you have to bury me here. Ojalá y Dios quiera todo esto con la visa, mami, se...
Ready for a curveball? In a twisty chat with an immigration lawyer, Jasmine tackles the tangled web of her visa woes and the pinch it puts on her family ties. Learning she can jet home during the green card wait is a bittersweet pill. Sweet because she can see her family. Bitter because of the wait. Don't miss what's coming. It's a real doozy.
So, thank you guys for coming in today. First,
Yeah.
I'll let you guys tell us exactly, where you guys are at, and then we'll talk about next steps, all right?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to start?
She's from the country of Panama.
Yes.
And I brought her here on a K-1 visa.
Mhm.
And I did all the paperwork for the petition myself.
You won't see this one coming. The lawyer lays out a major faux pas in Gino's visa application for Jasmine, missing the mark by not listing her kids. This blunder could mean a long haul before the family reunion, stretching their patience thin. And just when you think it's all sorted, bam, another twist.
We see this problem all too often, and, I think Gino hears it, but isn't really sinking in. I'm hoping that Jasmine can help them to make a wise decision to retain our services in order to get the guidance and proper help that they need. We don't want another screw up or mess up the process again. We're gonna need to looking at the immigrant petition and then getting the immigrant visas to bring them over.
As April gears up to revisit the scene of their romance, she's buzzing with anticipation. April expresses excitement about returning to Sosua, where she and Valentin first met. She recalls their past good times and anticipates creating more memories. It's like stepping into a romantic time machine, and trust me, you'll want to stick around for the ride.
Today we're driving up to the North Coast to the beautiful resort town of Sosua, where Valentin lives most of the time. I'm excited because this is where we first met and we always have a great time. What are you looking forward to when we get back to Sosua?
¿Qué esperas cuando volvamos a Sosua?
Nada? La playa?
No me gusta mucho la playa.
Babe, I did not come to Dominican Republic to not go to the beach.
No.
April's spider senses start tingling when Valentin dips out to feed his uncle's dogs. April discovers that Valentin left shortly after they arrived at the resort to supposedly feed his uncle's dogs. She is skeptical of his explanation and feels uneasy about the situation, sensing that Valentin might not be truthful about his whereabouts. It's about to get as juicy as a ripe mango, so don't go anywhere.
Last night, just a few hours after we arrived, Valentin said that his uncle is out of town and that he needed to go by the house and feed his dogs.
So do you believe him?
Oh, no. He said the uncle don't take care of the dogs and he didn't want to feed the dogs. He had to go and feed the dogs. It sounded like total to me. I am sending a text after text after text and nothing.
April feels like she's been left on red for eternity when Valentin ghosts her texts for 3 days. April feels abandoned when Valentin stops responding to her texts for 3 days. She vents her frustration and disappointment, revealing that she feels neglected and unsure about Valentin's commitment to their relationship. The drama thickens, so pop some popcorn, because this saga's just heating up.
I came to the Dominican Republic to spend time with my boyfriend Valentin, but the last time I saw him was 3 days ago. Valentin is texting me all sorts of excuses. To be honest with you, nothing is making sense. I feel hurt and abandoned, but I can't sit in this hotel room waiting for Valentin to come back.
April lays it all out on the table during a heart-to-heart with her ex-turned-biz partner, Mike. April discusses her concerns with her ex and business partner, Mike. She explains that Valentin hasn't been staying at the hotel with her and has been making dubious excuses about his absences. This conversation highlights her growing doubts about Valentin's reliability and her feelings of being sidelined. Fasten your seatbelts, folks. The emotional roller coaster's just getting started.
The few days there, I met his family. That was great. But the problem started actually when I got here.
Okay.
Like, he hasn't slept at the hotel since I've been here.
Okay.
The first night, he said he has to go to his uncle's house to feed his dogs. And then an hour.
That's plausible.
It's all bull.
Clearly you're upset. I mean, you have good reason to be.
I never would have thought in a million years this would happen.
April decides she's had enough of the runaround and takes detective work into her own hands. Determined to get answers, April decides to visit Valentin's uncle's house with Mike. She sends Valentin a text about her plan, which prompts him to send her a location pin, revealing that he's not at his uncle's house. This moment underscores April's proactive approach to confronting the situation directly. Keep your eyes peeled, because what happens next is a doozy.
Who about where?
His uncle's house?
We who?
Me and you?
Okay.
Come on, Mike. I don't want to go by myself. I'm not comfortable. Let's go. Get your.
As smart as she is and as analytical as she is, she refuses to lose. She'll be done with this relationship when she's done with this relationship, not when Valentin is done with this relationship.
It's showdown time as April confronts Valentin head-on about his vanishing act. When April finally confronts Valentin, she expresses her frustration about not seeing him for several days. She questions the purpose of her visit if they cannot spend time together. This confrontation is crucial as it directly addresses the core issues in their relationship. Get ready for fireworks, because the sparks are about to fly.
Where have you been all day?
¿Dónde has estado todo el día?
Estuve cuidando la casa, tío. Luego vine a compartir con mis amigos.
I was taking care of Uncle's house, and then I came to share with my friends.
What's the point of me spending so much time to come here if I don't even get to see you?
Valentin drops a bombshell that leaves April reeling. Valentin reveals that he felt diminished by April, which led him to avoid her. April is taken aback by his lack of direct communication and his choice to disappear instead of addressing his feelings, highlighting a significant communication gap between them. Strap in. The next bit is a real kicker.
You haven't come around for all this time because I made you feel like a small man, and you didn't have the dignity to come to me like a man and tell me what the problem was. Instead, you chose to disappear and allow me to waste my money and be by myself.
Yo soy el hombre en la relación. ¿Tú crees que tú me puedes controlar a mí? No es así. A mí no me interesa el dinero.
As the argument heats up, Valentine's words strike a nerve, pushing April to question everything. The confrontation escalates as Valentine dismisses April's efforts and sacrifices, leading her to question the entire basis of their relationship. This moment is pivotal as it marks a turning point where April starts to reconsider the viability of their partnership. Don't touch that dial. Things are about to get even wilder.
I'm seeing a new side of Valentine that I hadn't seen before. And right now, I don't want anything to do with him.
What do you say? What do you do?
This dude doesn't see anything wrong with me coming out here and staying by myself the whole time. This is a waste of my time.
Bye, váyase.
No me hubiese sentido tan enojado con alguien que yo quisiera, pero...
Brace yourselves for this one. The game of Pin the Hat on Gino kicks off with Jasmine eagerly jumping in to participate. The contestants, blindfolded and armed with a bat, are instructed to spin around 4 times, injecting a wild and fun twist into the game. Everyone's hyped up, cheering on, and prepping for what promises to be a belly laugh-inducing outcome. Don't go anywhere, the next part is a real kicker.
Pin the hat on the Gino!
Woo! Yeah, and Jasmine, thank you, yeah.
Happy ever after!
So, this is how it's gonna go.
Okay, I see it.
Blue hat for
Stop
Gino.
it! This is hilarious! Ping.
Now, we're gonna play Pin the Hat on the Gino, and here's the rules.
Okay.
You will be blindfolded.
All right.
You won't believe what's coming up. During the dizzying spin game, a comical mishap unfolds, when Annie unexpectedly topples over and accidentally smacks Robert in the face. This unforeseen event triggers a burst of laughter and surprise from everyone. Despite the tumble, the competitive vibe cranks up a notch, highlighting just how spirited and lighthearted this party really is. Buckle up, the competition's just heating up.
Annie fell on the floor. I knocked Robert in the face. That was not part of the plan.
This is the first time I see my wife so competitive, seriously.
You go down, I'll be a good husband to help you up. Elizabeth clocks me in the nose to try to take me out of the game.
Nothing was planned. Everything happened.
Fun. That's your story and you sticking to it.
It's true.
Y'all
I
planned
was
that.
dizzy.
Did you see that coming? The boys are whooping it up after clinching a win in the hat-pinning showdown, praising the teamwork and strategic guidance from Joey, Andre, and Robert. Their collaborative spirit really shines through here, setting a cheerful and jovial tone, with some friendly ribbing thrown in between the teams. Just wait. The next moment is sure to add a splash of drama.
I have to give credit to all of my teammates, Jovi being my ear, Andre guiding, and Robert cheering on. It was definitely a victory, but not my victory, but our team's victory.
So what's the final verdict? This hat is the winner!
Yeah.
Now, get out of here. Get out of here.
I guess guys won the first game for now, but we've got many games left, and the girls are gonna win.
It's okay.
Trust me.
It's okay to be a loser.
This next bit is a total game changer. Sophie takes a moment to introduce herself, spilling details about her recent move to Austin, and subtly hinting at the complexities of her personal life, including her bisexuality. This revelation deepens our understanding of her character, and hints at juicy drama and developments waiting in the wings, which are sure to captivate both viewers and fellow partygoers. Hang tight, because an emotional bombshell is just around the corner.
Remember, she's bisexual, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't think she was gonna act upon it. She just said she was thinking about it.
My name is Sophie, I'm 24 years old, I'm from London, and I was living in LA for a bit, but now I live in Austin with my best friend Kay for the last 2 months.
Wow. So what, they got married and then split up?
Prepare for a heart-to-heart. In a heartfelt confession, Rob shares his frustrations over his rocky marriage with Sophie, who has been living apart from him for 2 months. His open and sincere disclosure sheds light on the emotional challenges they face, casting a more somber tone amidst the party's lively atmosphere, and underscoring the real-life struggles they are navigating. But the excitement isn't over. Get ready for a surprise guest that will shake things up.
The panties still have a label on. Yeah. It's brand new.
Oh, you like that? Yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, that's might be over the fence right there.
Sophie's laying in bed with another woman, and Rob is playing with balls with another man.
So what's going on here?
What is happening?
What's going on?
I'm Rob. I'm 33 years old. I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri, currently living in Austin, Texas.
Guess who's here? A surprise appearance by Christian and Danielle. Familiar faces from past seasons, lights up the room, and sends waves of nostalgia through the crowd. Their unexpected entrance sparks old memories and introduces fresh dynamics into the mix, enriching the party's social vibe and paving the way for even more engaging interactions and games. The fun's not stopping here. Next up, a new game that promises loads of laughs.
Guys, did you hear somebody knock? The mystery guest is here!
What the hell is that?
That's the strippers you ordered?
Hey, no.
Strippers.
No strippers.
Oh my gosh, let's go see who it is. I don't know. Let's go see. Let's go see. Special guest.
Who is it?
Who's here?
Can you handle what's next? April is determined to ensure cleanliness as she plans to cook at Valentine's house in the Dominican Republic. Having arrived there 2 days ago, she expresses her intent to bring cleaning supplies for cooking safely. Despite her excitement about cooking with Valentine's family, her concern for hygiene is evident as she prepares for the family get-together. Brace yourself for what's coming up.
I really have to bring some cleaning supplies because we're going to be cooking today at Valentine's house. I arrived to the Dominican Republic 2 days ago, and last night, my boyfriend Valentine introduced me to his mother. And his mother and grandmother invited me to spend the day with them and help prepare for the family get-together. I just want to make sure everything is clean.
Wait, did she really just do that? At Valentine's grandmother's house, April is anxious about the cleanliness of the clay sink used outside for cooking. She decides to take matters into her own hands by cleaning it herself, despite trying to keep her anxiety under control. Her stress is palpable as she dons gloves and starts cleaning, signaling her struggle to adapt to the local cooking conditions. Stick around, the next part is a doozy.
They're using a clay sink outside, and I'm so concerned about if it's clean or not. Un momento. I'll get my gloves and stuff to clean up. Okay. I promised myself that my anxiety would be at bay today, but I can feel myself getting really tense.
Oh, it's heating up now. During the family barbecue, April tries to overcome her discomfort and make a good impression despite feeling out of her comfort zone due to the previous night's miscommunication with Valentine. She observes the family's method of cleaning plantains with bleach and water, which heightens her anxiety about cleanliness and safety practices. You're not going to want to miss what happens next.
You guys clean the plantains with bleach and then with water.
Ustedes limpian los plátanos con lejía y luego con agua.
Con agua.
Okay.
Wari. Con wari.
Con wari.
Con wari.
Sí.
Agua.
Sí. Bleach and then water. Yes.
No era cloro, era agua. Seguro tenía una etiqueta que decía cloro, pero no era cloro.
How's that for a plot twist? April faces a language barrier and cultural differences at the family gathering, making her feel even more overwhelmed. Valentine's siblings can speak English, but Valentine cannot, which frustrates April as she feels he hasn't prioritized learning the language. This compounds her anxiety, already heightened by being around many new people. The story takes an even wilder turn just ahead.
Preparing food in a setting that I'm unfamiliar with, and Valentine has been with clients all day. Hey! Hola!
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás? Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien.
Sí.
¿Qué tal? Estás muy linda.
Oh, gracias. Muchas gracias. Hola, Abril. Joel. Mucho gusto. I feel overwhelmed. I'm an introvert, so being around so many new people that I'm not familiar with.
Seriously, can it get any more intense? Valentine expresses his frustration with April's behavior the previous night, particularly her reluctance to consider moving to the Dominican Republic due to perceived poverty. This marks a significant moment of conflict, as Valentine feels hurt by April's comments about living conditions, interpreting them as a slight against his lifestyle. Keep watching. Things are about to get even more interesting.
Estoy muy frustrado con April por cómo se comportó anoche. April dijo que no se movería a República Dominicana porque ella no sería capaz de vivir en pobreza. Eso me dolió oírlo porque fue la primera vez que ella hace la diferencia en el sueldo un problema. Cuando una persona ama a otra, yo supongo que el estatus de la persona no tiene que ver.